Have you ever been in an online race and boom, out of nowhere, you get punted off the track? You're having a great battle, racing clean, and then somebody hits you out of nowhere. Well, if you're new to sim racing or you've been here for a while, you know that this is very common, especially in those ACC public lobbies. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you real footage of me racing at Fuji, where I dealt with multiple toxic drivers and how reading their behaviors and giving them space to make mistakes saved my race. This isn't theory, this is exactly how to survive the chaos and protect your safety rating when you're stuck with drivers who think that this is Need for Speed. I don't know why you would, but anyways. So we're at Fuji, and turn one is a hectic turn, okay? Every turn one, I feel like on every track is absolute chaos, and you need to be extremely aware and identify those troublemakers immediately, because if you don't, you're gonna run into a lot of issues later on. So you see how I'm slowing down for the turn like everyone else, but this McLaren is still carrying way too much speed. This is your first warning sign. When someone's not matching the braking patterns of the field, they're about to cause chaos. The late braking McLaren smashes into another red McLaren, which causes that car to temporarily lose control. But wait, there's more. That same late braking McLaren also hits the Mustang in front of me, causing him to lose control, so I have to dodge all that as well. So now I'm dealing with two scenarios at the same time. But I remain calm, I maintain my awareness, I let off the throttle to avoid the out of control vehicles, and I'm on my way. Let's continue. Now I know that these McLarens, or at least one of them at this point, is trouble. So I'm watching one, really I was watching both of them very carefully. Sure enough, the same troublesome McLaren brakes late and causes another accident with an unsafe rejoin. Take a look. All right, so here we go. We see that the McLaren brakes late again, goes off track, and then you see him trying to join back in, clips the Mustang. I avoid the McLaren and I'm on the brakes already, so the collision with the Mustang wasn't as bad as that could be, or could have been. The difference, the good thing here is that I recovered quickly because I was prepared for what was about to come, and I kept my speed manageable. Because if I was going any faster, that would have been some pretty bad damage on my front end. There we go. Aaron's out again. I don't know what's going on here. Somehow he comes back. I don't understand it. So the McLaren just keeps bumping into everybody that they come into contact with, which is obviously a big red flag, right? But here I am against this yellow Lambo, and everything seems to be fine, right? But because of this, now the red McLaren is catching back up to us. The Lambo bumps me, and I don't know if this was intentional or not, but this allows the red McLaren to get in front of us again. And of course, the red McLaren bumps into the yellow Lambo. So I know that there is a proximity sensor, and everyone uses a proximity sensor. So there's no way that they didn't know that they hit somebody. And I'm like, those could have been just little rubs, and you know, rubbing is racing. But to do it over and over and over again, it seems a little bit like a red flag to me. And I'm gonna keep my eye on both of them now. Not just the two McLarens, but now also the yellow Lambo. All right, so we're coming into turn one again. The yellow Lambo sends it way too deep, hitting the red McLaren, and the BMW behind me does the same thing. Goes way too deep into the turn. I stayed wide to let the BMW through and go off track and make that mistake. So at this point, I know these guys think that this is just simply Need for Speed. So I stay wide, let the BMW make the mistake. So I'm just gonna give these guys space at this point and allow them to make mistakes and wait for my opportunity to pass them. And that opportunity will come. All right, so now all three of these troublemakers are right in front of me. The two red McLarens and the yellow Lambo. Here's where patience becomes your best weapon. Usually these guys will take each other out, and sure enough, the red McLaren bumps the yellow Lambo and the Lambo spins. I'm doing my best to avoid getting entangled. I'm giving them their space instead of trying to dive into gaps that are closing. This is crucial. Don't try to pass when they're fighting each other, especially if you're farming safety rating. let them duke it out, your time will come. All right, so here's turn one again. One of them brakes way too late, applies too much throttle. I avoid them, they spin out. One more troublemaker to go. So the remaining McLaren actually has decent pace, but it's a shame that they just can't, race without hitting everybody. And eventually right here, you'll see they spin, granting me the opportunity to get by them. This is 6 laps later. And what do you know? Patience wins again. So what do we learn from the chaos? 3 key things. First, read the warning signs early. That first late braking maneuver onto T1, or turn 1, should I say, does it really matter? Turn 1 told me everything I needed to know about the drivers I was dealing with. Second, give them space to make mistakes. Instead of fighting for position with clearly dangerous drivers, I backed off and let them destroy each other and themselves. Third, protect your safety rating. By avoiding the chaos instead of diving into it, I finished the race clean, while the troublemakers collected damage and the safety rating dings. The key here is that you have to recognize that toxic drivers will usually take themselves out. Your job is not getting caught up in that chaos. Race smart, stay patient, and let physics do the teaching. All right, quick sidebar here, guys. One thing that's helped me manage all this chaos is being able to consistently brake and feel the ABS kick in. I designed and 3D printed this base shaker mount specifically for the SRP light pedals. The feedback helps me threshold brake consistently, especially in high pressure situations like this race. I'm thinking about making these available. I may start like an Etsy shop, put the STL files for sale on there, also the physical item for sale on there. I'd include hardware, tools, and like Loctite and all, whatever you need to install it. I'll figure that out so that way you have it all in one package, or I could just sell the print by itself. Let me know in the comments below if you guys would be interested. So there you have it, some actual footage showing you how I dealt with toxic drivers, and not just one, it was multiple. You have to read the warning signs early, give them enough space to make mistakes, and protect your safety rating by staying out of the chaos. The troublemakers will usually take themselves out. Your job is staying out of that chaos so that way you inherit the positions that they throw away. Race smart, stay patient, and remember that safety rating is more valuable than any single position, especially if you're trying to farm for your safety rating. And don't forget to let me know about the brake pedal mounts down in the comments below. If this helped you out, smash that like button and subscribe for more sim racing content. What's your worst toxic driver story? Drop that as well in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys on track.